Hello dear children, today we are going to start a new chapter, chapter 6, that is accounting procedures, rules of debit and credit. So this is a very important chapter, as without this rule of debit and credit it is not easy, or we cannot go for accounting procedures. So first of all, you have to know the meaning of debit and credit. Debit refers to the left side of an account and credit refers to the right side of an account. The short form we can also use usually the debit is used in a short form like DR dot, and credit we usually write as CR dot. Okay. Now classification of accounts. Accounts we are going to classify in two ways, that is on the basis of traditional approach and on the basis of modern approach. Today we will discuss the modern approach of classification of accounts. Children, in modern approach all the accounts are classified in the following 5 categories. Okay, so here is a modern classification of account: asset account, liability account, capital account, revenue account, and expenses account. So these are the 5 different category of accounts which is classified under modern classification of accounts. Now in asset accounts, assets are those accounts which relate to economic resources of an enterprises. So whatever economic resources is there in your enterprises or in the company, that comes under asset account. For example, land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, patents, inventories, bank and cash, all those are the asset. Both tangible as well as intangible will be shown under the asset account. A very important rule you have to understand over here is rule of debit and credit. Debit the increase and credit the decrease. So whenever there is an asset in your whenever you are preparing an asset account, if asset is increased, what is the situation when asset is increased? Which example you can say as asset increase? Land purchase, building purchase, machinery purchase, furniture purchase. So these are the cases when your asset is increasing. So whenever your asset is increasing, those assets you have to debit. Okay, so increase in asset will be debited. Reverse is the case if your asset is decreasing. What are the situations when asset decreases? When you sells an asset, that is machinery sold, furniture sold, land sold, building sold. So in that situations asset will decrease. So whenever the asset decreases, you have to credit, you have to write that asset on the credit side of the assets account. Okay, now the next account, we saw that there are 5 classification. So first one was asset account. Now the liability account. Okay, we know that liability means our obligation to make the payments. So liability accounts are accounts of lenders, creditors for goods, outstanding expenses, etc. are classified under liability accounts. Now what is the rule of debit and credit in liability account? Debit the decrease and credit the increase, opposite of assets. Okay, so if your liability, your asset increase, what you do? You debit it. Your asset decrease, what you do? You credit it. Opposite is the case with liability. When your liability decrease, you have to debit it. If your liability increase, you have to credit it. Okay, remember, it is the opposite of what you the rule you studied in asset. Now the third classification is capital. These are the accounts of proprietor or partners who have invested account in the business. It includes both capital and drawing account. So capital and drawing account will be included under capital account, and it is the account of proprietor or partner who have invested their money in the business. What is the rule related to capital account? Debit the decrease and credit the increase. So what you did with the liability, the same case you have to follow here. Debit your capital is decreasing, you have to debit it. If your capital is increasing, you have to credit it. Okay, so same rule what you followed for liability, the same case will be followed over here. Okay, the next one is revenue account. These are the account of income and gains. Examples are sales. See, when you sell something, you will the company or the business will receive cash, isn't it? So that is your revenue. Okay, so if your income or it is a gain or income for your business, then that will be shown under revenue account. The examples are sales, discount received, interest received, commission received, bad debts recovered. So whatever is received, that will be your revenue account. You have to show it in the revenue account. Now, what is the rule of debit and credit with revenue account? Debit the decrease and credit the increase. So what if your income is decreasing, you have to debit it. If your income is increasing, you have to credit it. Okay, remember children, if your income or gain is decreasing, you have to debit it, and if your income or gain is increasing, you have to credit it. So this is the revenue account. It is same like liability or capital account. The rule of liability, capital and revenue is the same. Debit the decrease, and if it is credit side, you have to post if it is increase in revenue. Now next case is expenses account. These are the accounts of expenses or losses incurred in carrying the business. So while you are doing the business, if you have some expenses or losses, that will be shown under which account? Expenses account. Some of the examples of expenses account are purchases. When you purchase, you have to spend cash, isn't it? So that is your expenses. Wages paid to the your employees or laborers, that will be expenses. Salary paid to the staff, that is expenses. Depreciation is the reduction in the value of fixed asset, so that is also your loss. So that will also be that will also come under expenses account. Discount allowed, rent, these all are your expenses and losses, so that will be shown under expenses account. Now, what is the rule of debit and credit for expenses account? You have to show this expenses account on the debit side if it is increasing. If your expenses increase, show it in the debit side. If the expenses decrease, you have to show it in the credit side. So rule of asset and expenses is the same, and liability, capital and revenue, the rule is the same. So that way also you can remember this rules. Okay, so this rule you have to study by heart it, thorough it. Now at one glance itself, let us have a quick review of the rule we have studied. Asset account, you have to debit if it increases and credit it if it decreases. Liability account, you have to debit it if it decreases and credit it if it increases. Capital account, decrease, if it decreases you have to post it in the debit side. If it increases, post it on the credit side. Revenue account, if it is decreasing, then you have to show it in debit side, and if it is increasing, then you have to show in the credit side. Expenses account, if it is increasing, you have to show it in the debit side, and expenses account, if it is decreasing, you have to show in the credit side. So you can see that asset and expenses have the same rule, whereas liability, capital and revenue, they have the same rule. Okay, so with that is the way how you have to study those rules. Okay, now let us do one problem. On which side will the increase in the following account be recorded? Also mention the nature of the account on the basis of modern classification of account. So as we know, there are two basis of classification, and that is modern basis of classification and traditional basis. Now we are discussing modern classification of account, and we saw that there are 5 different accounts we prepare under modern classification of account. Now they want you to classify this accounts if it is increasing. So if building is increasing, in which account you will show it? So building account, what it is an asset. You know that building is an asset. So if asset is increasing, what is the rule? Asset is increasing, debit it. Okay, so that only if you study this, that is asset increases. Asset, building is your asset, it increases, so which side you have to show? Debit side. Okay, so the next item, creditor. Creditor means the person to whom the company is liable. The company have to, or the business have to pay money to the creditor. So it is our liability. So where if it is increasing, see, liability, creditor is our liability. So what is the rule? If it is increasing, which side you are supposed to show? You are supposed to show it in the credit side. So creditor, second item, that is creditor, you are supposed to show it is a liability, your liability, and you have to show it in the credit side. Next item is Abhishek. Abhishek is the proprietor. See, proprietor means it is coming under capital account. If it is increasing, which side you are supposed to post it? Credit side. Okay, capital, that is Abhishek is the proprietor, it comes under capital account, it is increasing, so you have to show it in the credit side. Let us see Abhishek, a proprietor, that is a question, and what is the answer? So Abhishek is coming under, what is the nature of that account? It is a capital account. And which side you should show it if it is increasing? Asset increase, you have to show it in the credit side. Next problem, purchases. Okay, whenever you purchase something, you have to spend cash on that. So purchases are your expenses. Okay, expenses, just look into the list, expenses. If expenses increases, what you have to do? You have to debit it. Okay, expenses increases, you have to debit it. So purchase is your expenses, and what are you supposed to do with the expenses? So first of all, you have to write that purchase is your expenses, it come under expenses account, and if expenses increase, you have to debit it. Okay, now next question is carriage inward. Carriage inward means the goods carrying vehicle. So if the vehicle is bringing that raw material to the factory, it has that carriage inward is your expenses. Okay, so that expenses you have to pay. So you know that whenever there is expenses and it increases, you are supposed to debit it. So first of all, carriage inward, you have to write it as an expenses. The fifth item is your expenses, and if it increases, you have to debit it. What is the sixth item? Sixth item is cash. Okay, cash. Now tell me, cash is coming under asset. Okay, so asset increases. So what is the nature of that account? Cash is a asset, comes under asset account, and if it increases, you have to debit it. So what you will write here? First of all, you have to write that cash is an asset. Okay, the nature of that account is that cash is an asset. If it increases, what is the rule telling you? The rule is saying that if asset increases, debit it. Okay, now the seventh item is rent receivable. I told you that whatever is receivable, that is rent receivable, discount receivable, interest receivable, if you are receiving something, it is your revenue. So income we can say, or revenue you can say. So revenue increases, what are you supposed to do? Credit it. So here the seventh item is revenue receipt. So seventh item you can see right here. First of all, the nature of the item, that is, it is revenue item, and what are you supposed to do with this revenue item? You are supposed to credit it. The next item is interest payable. So children, remember, if the business have to pay something to anybody, it is your liability. Same is the case with bills payable. It is your liability. So both this item is your liability. So what you will write in as a nature of your account, it's your liability. Both interest payable and bills payable is your liability. And if it is increasing, what are you supposed to do? As per the rule, it should be credited. Just check out, if liability is increasing, you have to credit it. So same we have done here. Liability, the bills payable and interest payables are your liability that have increased and you have credited it. Now next thing what you have to see is next item, the 10th item. After we saw what we have to do with bills payable. The next item is debtor. Debtor is a person from whom we have to receive the money for the credit sales. So debtor is our asset. We have to receive from him. So that is our asset. If asset increase, what is the rule telling us? If asset increases, you have to put it in the debit side. So first of all, you have to write down here that it is an asset. So just write down that debtor is it is your asset, and if it increases, you have to write it in the debit side. Same is the case with accrued commission. It is also your asset. Same is the case with bills receivable. This 3 item is an asset which increases, and that you have to show under the debit side. So I hope with this problem the things are clear to you. What you have to do is study this modern classification rule of debit and credit as it is. Just remember that assets and expenses, the rule is the same. Okay, if asset is increasing, you have to show it in the debit side. If asset is decreasing, then you have to show it in the credit side. Opposite is the case with liability, capital and revenue. If liability is decreasing, you have to show it in the debit side. If it is increasing, show it in the credit side. So this 3 account rule is same, and asset and expenses account, the rule is same. See children, you have to practice this problem as many as time. Many problems are there in your textbook. So take the problem and practice it. Okay. Now let us have a review of today's class. Today we saw the meaning of debit and credit. We saw the short form of writing the debit, DR dot and CR dot. We saw the rules of debit and credit. We also saw the classification of account. We saw that accounts are classified under traditional approach and modern approach. Traditional approach is also known as English approach, and modern approach is also known as American approach. Today we have discussed the rules of debit and credit related to modern approach, and we have done some problems also related to modern approach. So a test paper is attached along with this session, so for your practice. Attend that test paper and practice some more problems from your textbook. Meet you in the next class, in which we will discuss about the traditional approach of classification of accounts. Now so I am going to wind up my class today. Meet you in the next class. Till then, goodbye.